this backwards talk and all that, and then you're able to take this character and turn him into something. But how do you perceive Yoda now? Even now, looking back at him, who is Yoda to you?
He's somebody who feels a tremendous responsibility. He has a tremendous responsibility to the Force, to the Jedi, to the not the Muppet, to the language, because the language he speaks now, in my opinion, is the language the Jedi spoke 600-700 years ago. He's trying to keep that language alive, while these other guys are just kind of talking colloquially. So he feels the responsibility to keep that language alive because he's the last one. He feels the responsibility to make sure that Jedi training is at the quality it's always been and not lax. He's make sure that the Force is remembered and felt in a way that it's always meant to be felt. Because, you know, when you're only as young as Luke is, you don't really understand the background of the Force, the depth of it. And he's the only one who really knows that. So he feels a tremendous responsibility. And he on the other hand, has to be a bit human or have human qualities. So I think I said this yesterday, I love opposites. So he also is flawed. I mean, I love characters who are powerful and they're petty. And I love petty people who all of a sudden pony up and become powerful and courageous. So Yoda is very powerful, but as I said yesterday, this is how I imagine him. If he sees a candy dish and there's a last candy there, he wants that candy. He's petty that way. You know, I mean, he has the responsibility of everybody, but he wants that candy. And that it just gives a little bit of humanity to him, you know.
And on that note, we'll do another one here. Another question from the audience. Lauren from Orlando, Florida. Lauren, where are you? Right here, right in the front. Hey, Lauren.
Where's Lauren?
Right here.
Hey, you!
Here's the question. What is the biggest Yoda blooper, or something that really made you laugh on set? Something that really happened there that was fun and funny?
You know, it's funny. When I do the Muppets, I'm performing. It's a whole different thing. My intent is to get a laugh. Yeah. Whether the audience is there or not. I have an internal clock, internal timing, but I'm hoping to get a laugh. Yoda, it's not that way. Yoda, I work and I trust the script. I'm more of an actor there. So I really don't break up when I do Yoda. The only time I said this yesterday, I cracked up, is when Kirsch was directing, and forgive me for those who were here yesterday, but it's the only time I can remember I cracked up with Yoda, was when Kirsch was directing Yoda. Dear Irvin Kershner, who directed Empire Strikes Back, he passed away. The set of Dagobah was built up about 5 feet. And that is because, in part, to have the water for the spaceship, but in great part because I had to be underneath. And I was underneath, and I couldn't hear very well, you know. And I had a monitor, and I heard Kirsch giving directions, and I realized he was giving directions to Yoda. And I cracked up because then I shouted, "Kirsch, you got to talk to me."
But that's
the only one I can remember.
Yeah.